Hi, I'm John Twist of University Motors, Grand Rapids, Michigan, serving the MG community for over 50 years. Go figure. Anyway, today I want to talk just a little bit about getting parts that you're redoing replated. Now there's parts that you sandblast and paint, there's parts you might sandblast and powder coat, there's some that you buff up like chrome. But here we've got nuts and bolts that I've had zinc plated. So the process that I use is to put these into a tumbler, a vibratory tumbler, and it jiggles them for maybe a day using the little stones and so forth. And this stuff comes out really, really clean. I mean, this is just all used stuff. Now, this wasn't too rusty to start off with, but it was jiggled really, really smooth. So you can see other, I don't know what these are. These must have come, they're not MG parts. But all these kinds of nuts and bolts get jiggled and they get really, really clean. From here, they go to the plater. And the plater, probably got a technical call coming in my pocket here. They'll have to wait. The plater puts this stuff into a really, really acidic environment. Aqua regia, I think, probably sulfuric and nitric acid, just for a moment, and strips off the first couple layers of molecules on it. Then they put it into a great big vat and they plate it. This is zinc plating. So here we've got the original style of head on the bolt, a British head. This is also a British head. You can see by the circle in the middle. This is a grade 8 American bolt. It hasn't got that circle in the middle. But if you're putting your car back together with original nuts and bolts, this is the way to do it. Oh my gosh. Now some studs, cylinder head studs, this holds the front suspension in place, but some cylinder head studs that we'd done before lost their hardness. I would not suggest ever getting cylinder head nuts or studs replated. But everything else seems to suffer it just wonderfully. The lock washers will still work. Those are nice. The flat washers, I mean, when you go to the hardware store and you want to replace this, it's going to be really hard to find that washer at the hardware store, for instance. Here's some brake parts from an MGB, the clips. Oh, we had a little glitch there with the camera, but we were taking a look at the MGB, the original style of bleeders and the pins. Here we've got a clip that holds brake lines in an MG midget frame. We've only got one of those. We're going to have to buy some more of those. These are all MG midget parts for the front suspension. Look at these. They're just beautiful. They look like brand new. Brand new. So anyway, all this stuff you can have plated and it comes back and it looks so nice. These are the clips that hold the, oh, see, the plating didn't get so good on the back side of there, but what are you going to do, you know, and down in the corners here, it didn't do well, but hey, these are they look a whole lot nicer than they did when they were on the car than when they were all absolutely full of rust. These hold the brake lines from turning, from spinning. We'll come down here and we'll take a look. These are all parts for a T-type carburetors, H2 carburetors. Here's the float bowl nut, and here's the banjo nut for the fuel, and the bottom jet bearing gland nut. So all these things here you can have done. I did have the stud plated here that goes into the air cleaner assembly. I did have this plated because it's not holding a lot of torque. It's not like a cylinder head where you're putting 50 pounds of torque on it. It'll be just fine. But these pieces, all these springs, all these little nuts and bolts, the accordion shaped jobs that hold the throttle shafts together, boy, doesn't this look nice when it's all done. And how much did all of this cost? This bucket here, and I was part of a 5-gallon pail. I don't know how much you can put in the pail. This cost me 65 bucks. Is that a lot or a little? It depends. If you're buying brand new bolts, 65 bucks ain't much, because you're going to chew that up real fast, and it's going to be hard to get them so nice and bright. So anyway, just a comment about the plating. And someplace around your city or in a city near you, there are zinc platers. So you just look up for electroplating. I was going to say in the yellow pages. It's like, Dad, what are the yellow pages? On Google, and you'll be able to find a plater. And if you can't, you can always send them to Midwest Plating in Grand Rapids, Michigan. They do a really nice job for me. They'll do a nice job for you. Subscribe to our channel, University Motors, and go on our website and sign up for our emails so that you can attend our semi-monthly Zoom technical sessions. This is December of 2023, and we've been getting 180, 200 people at the Zoom sessions. So they're just lots of fun, all kinds of subjects. Until later, safety fast.